Big win for us at this point in the season to take care of business here and off our win against Washington State to come back and carry it over into winning 2 straight conference games. So it's a great feeling. It was a great crowd. There was really good energy. Thought our defense was unbelievable. Throughout really the entire game, and the way we guarded the 3-point line and forced some turnovers. Our activity was really good, and to hold them to 67 is a challenge because they could really score and they have a lot of talent out there on the court. So great win. It's just one game at this point, and that's how we're looking at it. We got to move on and got a real challenge ahead of us on Sunday. Just in individual performances, Savon, I'm really proud of him and happy with his effort. And I had a feeling he was sitting on a game like this, and he's had a great week of practice, playing with great energy. He was best player in practice all week, so I'm not surprised he had the numbers he put up for us tonight.
Did you think that defensive performance like this was on the horizon?
I mean, we respect, USC and the season they're having and the players they have and what they're capable of doing on offense, so they get your attention right away. And so we knew we had to have that type of effort, and we couldn't do it for 20 minutes. It had to be a 40-minute deal, and the guys owned it, man. They responded the way we needed them to at that end of the court, and they got the job done.
Were you comfortable with the amount of threes that you were taking early in the first half?
I mean, there were a couple that were sketchy, in terms of shot selection, but I thought some of them were open, and if they are open, then you have to take them, and I think that we're capable of making them, but our defense, just held us in it. I felt great at halftime. Being down 3 after the way we played offense with our shooting percentages, our free throw shooting percentage, our turnovers, and to have it a 1-possession game, I knew, or I told the guys, we're gonna get this done because we're gonna play better offense in the second half.
In the closing minutes, when USC kept creeping back, it seemed like Jerry just wasn't going to let you guys lose. You made a lot of big plays. Just what you see from him.
Yeah, I mean, Jerry had a great great floor game, all around. Just not only scoring but the rebounding. He was in there, fighting for the ball, and and then also the assists, just making good decisions. And it's something that when we play well on offense, we share the ball, we probe the lane, we draw help, and we find guys on the perimeter. And he did it, Cody did it, Trey did it. So, but he was solid. This is what you need from your senior, and he deserves to play well. He works his butt off, and happy for Jerry.
I've still seen those last couple of minutes, whether it's Trey baking in a 3 or that offensive rebound going out of bounds, just those bounces finally starting to go you guys' way. Do you think it's some sort of like you guys had one coming?
Yeah, I mean we've lost. I mentioned 5 of our 8 losses have been, we're either down 2 even or up in the last 2 minutes, and we haven't won those games. And whether it's the way the ball bounces that we don't secure a defensive rebound, or a team hits a clutch shot on us. There was a lot of that happening, for periods of the season. So I'm glad that he banked it. I don't feel guilty or bad that he banked it in. We deserve it. So.
With the 50-50 balls and the loose balls and getting those, did you feel like your activity level as a whole was just up?
We needed that. We talked about that. We couldn't afford to give them multiple cracks at it. If it was on the floor, we needed to get it. If the ball's bouncing in the paint, we got to secure it because they are, they're very talented on offense, and so giving them multiple possessions would have hurt our chances.
Savon really hit the glass, offensive glass, pretty well.
He just, he had the right look. She didn't make the foul shots early. And he missed a layup, and he could have put his head down and just said, you know what, this is, I'm going to feel sorry for myself. But he showed a lot of mental toughness, a lot of courage, a lot of attack, and he's going to be big for us the remainder of the season. And I knew he was doing it. I had a feeling all week that he was going to play well, and I'm glad he did. He deserved to play well.
Do you think his night turned when he got on the floor for the loose ball and then got the ball back for the dunk there in the first half?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to pinpoint like Wyatt turned, it's always helpful as a player to see the ball go through and get something easy and to stop some of the negative plays. But I knew he was in it for the duration. Like he was gonna play and compete and play well today. I had a great feeling about it.
Is this kind of how you foresee your guys playing and how you, for the stretch run of the season?
Well, I mean, we have 8 guys. We got to play with great energy. We got to scrap and claw and commit ourselves to playing defense like that. And then we'll be in every game. And we didn't even play great offense. We played pretty good offense in the second half, but we left some things on the table. So I know we're capable of playing a little better.
You spoke about this, but the energy from the crowd. I mean, that was a great atmosphere in the game. And talk about that a little bit, and how you could maybe then build upon that.
It was super. It was as good as we've had, and I think the crowd responded to how hard our guys were playing, and they also the crowd was understanding, that we needed to get a stop, and they were up and cheering, against USC when they were shooting free throws and when it was a key possession. So that's great because I felt that on the road. Last week at Washington, it was they had a heck of a crowd and it was impactful in our game. So it's nice to start developing that.
How do you feel Savon Roy did against Boatwright?
I loved how he guarded him, Obi guarded him. He was a guy that hurt us in the first game, so he was on our radar. He was one of our guys on our hit list to really focus on, and he had too much fun playing in our first game. So we were definitely aware of him tonight.
Before they started getting desperate, USC had only taken about 5 threes all game. Did that surprise you?
I just think that was part of our plan. We wanted to, we gave up some things in the lane with Jovanovic, with the stat line he had, but you have to prioritize, and try and take something away from your opponent. And, we guarded the line well. There was an awareness to it. Our ball screens were hedged hard, so there wasn't a lot of room for those guys to get clean looks.